What's going on, guys? Brainfump Games here. Today we're going to be starting this Scorchers DLC as part of our Mage playthrough. And yeah, we're still at the start of the game. We haven't got our June buggy lit yet. But to start the DLC, once you get the pop-up that gives you the quest, Rumbles in the Dark, that'll direct you over to the back of the Hagar settlement where you start the DLC. And because we haven't purchased the assault rifle as part of our main playthrough yet, we will be able to pick up an assault rifle for free, along with quite a lot of pistol ammunition, which will go a long way of helping us out at the start of the game here. So right at the start of the DLC here, things don't seem to be going too well.
Comfy. Oh no, please, don't get up. So, you must be Dan's new guy. Well, since you're down here, I could use a hand figuring out these tremors before the entire settlement collapses. Damn, another hole to plug. We're running out of time. Well, get in there and see what you can find. I'm going higher up. And hey, plenty more mutants around. Try to stay upright, okay? Oh, name's Sarah. Remember it.
So yeah, things weren't going too well, but thankfully we meet this, let's say, interesting character here. Managed to save us and take care of the mutants for us. Pretty sure we would have been a bit of a goner if they hadn't turned up. In the cave as well, there will be these mushrooms that you can loot, and that just acts as more sort of junk we can sell. I will point out that mutants don't have any loot on them. They sort of liquefy after you take them out, so you can't loot anything off their bodies. So it can be quite difficult to sneak up on mutants. Have a little bit of a sixth sense about them sometimes. But here we will be able to pick up an assault rifle for free. And unfortunately we won't get a little animation. Thank you for picking it up the first time. They'll make us getting through this next area a little bit easier. It's not very accurate at first, and it has quite a lot of recoil. But thankfully, we've looted quite a lot of assault rifle ammo off some of the enemies we've taken out so far. That means we've got plenty of ammo to spare at this point in the game. We will be able to upgrade the assault rifle soon though, and make it a lot more usable, increase the accuracy and decrease the recoil. That will also help us, while we're using the assault rifle, it'll help us top up on our pistol ammo because we use quite a lot of it at the moment. So here you definitely want to switch over to your fat boys.
Unclean. Happy place, happy place. There it is.
So normally we encounter these guys much later on in the game, but they throw them at you just to test you. They will just stand and continually shoot you until you sort of run away from them or stagger them with your fat boys. So they will really quickly mess you up. But yeah, the scope really helps you make sure to hit the head so you can get that stagger on them. Yeah, we'll let one of the Scorchers take out the mutants for us, save some of our ammo.
Stop looking at me, you fucking... This is the last one.
Come up here and wait for this guy to walk along. Take care of those enemies before they're any trouble for us.
Ready or not, here I come.
I will give a little sort of flashing white warning here. Come over here. We've been picking up a lot of mushrooms, but there's some special mushrooms down here, and they just make things funny colours. As far as I'm aware, there's no other effect to them, and it only lasts a little while. It's already ended there. But yeah, just another little Easter egg.
We see it. Fresh and it's going to burn!
There you are. Let's move. We've got bigger problems than mutants. I have a bad feeling about this. Those bandits you ran into called themselves Scorchers. Bunch of insane bastards. A few years ago, you couldn't walk 50 feet without catching hell from a group of them. But after a while, they pretty much disappeared. You'd hear people talking now and then about some awful things they've done, but no one knew anything for sure. I overheard some of them talking about a slick refinery. It has something to do with feltrite and oil. Coming from Scorchers, it could be psycho nonsense, but we have to find out for sure. Head over there and see if you can learn anything about Firestorm. Meet me in Wellspring when you're done. I've got a guy at Jackpots who might know something. Here, take this. Might come in handy. It's got a few ammo upgrades, too.
It's like she said, the nail gun here has some ammo upgrades. So you have the standard nails, which basically just acts like a SMG. It does a pretty good amount of damage, but it's not very accurate. I'd recommend using it aimed in and crouched. But it's pretty cool. There's a electrical fire effect sort of behind that grate there as you fire. We also have rebar rounds. These do a lot of damage and can pin enemies to walls. Sort of acts like the railway rifle from Fallout, if you've ever used that. And you can pick up your rebar as well, which is quite handy. And then we also have railgun slugs. This acts as you'd expect a railgun to. You can see enemies through walls with it, and it does a lot of damage. Downside is it does liquefy enemies, so you won't be able to loot them. And it doesn't do much damage to any sort of larger targets, but against human-sized targets it should take them out in one shot. And the nail gun's another really satisfying weapon to use. So that does bring us back out into the wasteland. So that is the end of the first mission as part of the Scorchers DLC. But because it has been a very short episode, what I'm going to do is head over to the sewers that are part of the pre-order DLC you can get. And you can activate that DLC by messing around with the files of the game. It's very simple. There's plenty of guides on the Steam page telling you how to do it. But just because it's not the most interesting content and it hasn't got the best rewards, I'm going to do it as part of this episode as well. But yeah, our first sewers are the ones we've already seen the entrances to after this guy introduced them to us. One downside of the nail gun is that you can't pick up any ammo for it. You can only buy ammo for it in shops. but because it does do a pretty decent amount of damage, as long as you're accurate, the ammo should go pretty far, and it's not too expensive either. For whatever reason, in these sewers, in this first section here, there are a lot of mutants that spawn. It's not an unlimited amount, but it does feel like it a little bit. And yeah, actually cuts into your rewards quite a lot for exploring this little sewer. But in every sewer that you explore, there'll be like a bone pile here, and if you interact with it, you get a little bit of minor loot. It's mainly just a couple of crafting items, but the main sort of source of loot is sort of the junk items you pick up and any bodies and the money they have on them. But it's just a short little bit of content. And then that sewer kicks us out here. Something to note is every sewer you clear, you will be able to pick up a side mission that allows you to re-clear it and re-loot some of the bodies, but you won't be able to pick up any more junk items. I don't think they respawn, and then I think you get a small amount of money after completing the sewer again and clearing it out to sort of pay you back for the ammo you use.
You made it back in one piece, I see. There are sewers all over the wasteland. Just look for the hatches. That's if you're crazy enough to go looking for them.
It's not the most exciting bit of content, which is why I thought I'd stick it at the end of this episode here. It didn't take us long to complete the first Scorchers mission. But now we're going to head back to Dan's. Now we can go back down to Halo.
I buy and sell everything that you need in these parts. I might have something you need.
We've got quite a few bits that we can sell to him. So we have the Chamber plush, and that was part of the Quake Easter egg that I showed off last episode in the Wasted Garage. And similar to the Wolfenstein Goblet, you can sell that for $150. We've picked up some Feltrite crystals, and like I said when we picked up our first lot, we're not going to sell these because there is a side quest that we need a given amount of these to complete, and they don't respawn, so we want to make sure that we have enough to complete that side quest because it gives a useful item. But then there's just some more junk items, leaving us with a rather healthy amount of money.
See you soon. What do you need, pal?
So, any vendor will sell us nail gun ammo. It's $30 for 100 rounds, which isn't too bad. The rebar can be reused, so as long as you make sure to scavenge any rounds you've shot, the ammo will last you a long time. The railgun slugs are quite expensive, and you can only carry a small amount of them, but considering how powerful the weapon is against sort of human-sized targets, it's not actually that great because they go down with your other weapons just as easily. And then in the shop we can also buy some wing stick schematics, which will allow us to make them ourselves rather than having to buy them. And we'll need to purchase that schematic to purchase the upgraded schematic later on. But even though this is a bit of a shorter episode here, I'm going to end this episode here, and the next episode we'll carry on making our way through the main story. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this first look at the Scorchers DLC. It's part of our Rage playthrough, and I will cover the rest of the DLC as well as part of the playthrough. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and enjoyed the series so far. If you have enjoyed the series, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on the rest of the playthrough of the main game and also the rest of the playthrough of the Scorchers DLC. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.